Dear students, Namaste, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to the webinar today by Symbiosis Center for Management Studies, Pune. I, Anushri Mohanty, shall be your host. SCMS Pune, a department of Symbiosis International Deemed University, is the leading BBA institute in India. SCMS offers ample opportunities to its students to excel in their area of interest and passion. This is a place to be in, and you, my dear friends, have definitely made the right choice. Today, we are here to tell you everything about SCMS. We have with us our esteemed faculty members and student council members to give you a gist of everything you may want to know. You, our potential students, are the most curious regarding SET. So the information on SET will be shared towards the end. We have tried to cover all your potential queries and we will take them up one after the other. However, if you still have more questions, you can post them in a Google form. The link is being sent right now in the chat box. Before we begin, here is a short video to give you a glimpse of what life at SCMS is all about. I hope you enjoyed the video. And now, let us begin with the session. Academics is at the core of SCMS, and thus, we are elated to begin today's webinar with a focus on the same. We shall convey to you all the unique features of our curriculum, such as the cafeteria approach, specializations offered, and MOOC. I would like to invite Professor Neha, Head Academic Delivery, Ananya Vasudeva, General Representative, Student Council, and Dr. Sabiha Fazalboy to shed some light on this.
Thank you, Anushri. A very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all. Hope you are well and safe. I am Professor Neha. Let me begin by explaining the cafeteria approach and specializations offered at SCMS Pune, after which I will ask Ananya Vasudeva, our General Representative, to share her experiences, following which Dr. Sabiha will talk about MOOCs offered at SCMS Pune. So SCMS Pune is known for its cafeteria approach, an initiative that started way back in 2011. The cafeteria approach respects the opinion and freedom of students to decide what they want to study. Under this approach, students are given the flexibility to design their own curriculum. Sounds interesting, right? So how does this work? In the cafeteria approach, students are provided with a wide range of courses that we term as electives from 6 specializations to choose from. Apart from this, The student also has the freedom to decide whether he wants to pursue a BBA with a single specialization, a dual specialization, or even a general BBA. Looking at the specializations offered at SCMS Pune, SCMS Pune program structure offers specializations in 6 different streams. These streams range from human resource management to marketing management, international business, accounting and finance, environment, and entrepreneurship. I have to mention here, we have always been an innovator and maybe one of the first and few institutes to offer the entrepreneurship specialization at the undergraduate level. Through this specialization, we help and guide our students achieve their dreams of setting up their own ventures. You would also be very happy to note that a few of our students have already set up their own ventures while studying currently in the BBA program. Now, let me call upon Ananya to share her experiences with the cafeteria approach and specialization. Ananya, please join me.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone that's present here. My name is Ananya Vasudeva and I'm the general representative for the year 2021-22. Now let's talk about the cafeteria approach. In a normal BBA degree, you might be allotted standard BBA subjects. When we say cafeteria approach, we mean that you can select your own courses across subjects in over 6 specializations and curate and personalize your degree to your own needs. Thus, you get to design your own curriculum. In my case, for example, I had an option to pursue a single, dual, or a general BBA. So I opted for a dual specialization in accounting and finance and human resource management. And within these subjects themselves was an array of courses to choose from, thus giving me the freedom of choice. To have access to subjects within these specializations gave me ample opportunities to widen my subject horizons. I took up subjects like mergers and acquisitions, direct taxation in accounting and finance, and HR analytics and compensation management in HRM, just to name a few. These courses were well designed, highly interactive in nature, and enabled in-depth exploration and research in the same. Just to give you another example, a student may opt for the entrepreneurship specialization, and to support and supplement this specialization, they can pair up with courses from marketing, finance, IB, HR, or any of the other specializations that we have here. So the student can opt for courses such as financial management, digital marketing, sustainable development, export-import policies, etc., along with the entrepreneurship courses that he or she already has. In theory, this sounds like one hell of a deal, and the reality is that it is. As I've mentioned before, I opted for a dual specialization in accounting and finance and human resource management. And throughout these 3 years, I've thoroughly enjoyed the subjects I've had. You can get more information about the courses offered on our website. I hope we have helped you understand the cafeteria approach and specializations here at SCMS Pune. I would like to request Dr. Sabiha Faisalboy to talk about the more courses we offer.
Thank you, Ananya. A very good afternoon to everyone and a very warm welcome to everyone. I'm Dr. Sabiha Faisalboy, Professor in Entrepreneurship. As you just heard from Ananya, we do offer a very unique specialization in entrepreneurship, one of the very few in our country. Talking about MOOC, as you know, they are massive open online courses. They are a great platform to gain knowledge and add value to the learning experiences and classroom subjects. Keeping this in mind, at SCMS, we ensure that our students gain maximum benefit, and we have a tie-up with Coursera and EDX platforms wherein our students can get free enrollment on these platforms, and they can also undertake a variety of multi-diverse and multidisciplinary courses on them, complete them, and gain a certificate. Now, this would not only add value to their resume, but also enhance their teaching experience and add value addition to their classroom learnings. Now, when I say this, we also have another feather to MOOC. What we do is that the different specialization faculty members, they also suggest courses, and our students can undertake these courses, complete them, and get grades in the internal subjects and specializations. Isn't it interesting? There's much more to this. Of course, this ends about MOOC, and we'll hand over to Anushri to carry on. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Professor Neha, Dr. Sabiha, and Ananya. I am sure the students have got a very clear understanding of academics at SCMS Pune. Another very interesting and super cool aspect of our curriculum are the floating credit system. May I ask Ananya to share her experiences about this system?
Thank you so much, Anushri. So, as Anushri mentioned, floating credits. Now, what are these? SCMS Pune truly believes in the holistic development of its students. Another super cool initiative that we have here to promote and encourage an interdisciplinary approach is the unique floating credits policy. Under this, student gets the opportunity to learn courses offered by our sister institutes here at Symbiosis. Students can learn foreign languages, courses from liberal arts, design, etc. As a student, I got a chance to learn from courses and faculty of other Symbiosis institutes. So apart from accounting and finance and human resource management courses, I also got to learn subjects like sociocultural studies, advertising, introduction to film studies, and much more. Moving on to the next slide. For example, I am a student of BBA, but I like a photography course that's being carried out in, say, Symbiosis Institute of Design. It's floating credits that enables me to take up this course and add it towards my total credits for the year. So this course basically becomes a part of my degree. And at the same time, I get to learn something completely different. This policy also includes service learning courses where student gets an opportunity to pursue an NGO internship and get involved with the social service and give back to the community. On to the next slide. Something else that we are very proud of as an outcome of this SLC is that SCMS Pune was awarded the Guinness World Record Certificate of Participation for being an integral part of the largest adolescent health awareness list. The level of exposure that me and my colleagues have gotten from the floating credits policy was and will always remain unmatched. So I hope we've given you a fair idea of what floating credits basically means here at SCMS Pune. Handing over the platform back to Anushri.
Thank you, Ananya, for sharing your experience with the floating credit policy. I am sure the audience will now have more clarity about the academic rigor at SCMS Pune. To experience this, you have to not only register for the SET examination, but also for SCMS Pune. And do not forget to pay your fees for the same. The last date to do so is 3rd of July 2022. Next up, I understand that placements is an important aspect of any management college. And you must be wondering as to how the placements have been at SCMS Pune, especially in these uncertain times. I am proud to tell you that despite all the uncertainties caused due to the pandemic, our placement cell has performed exceptionally well. To let you know more about placements, I would like to now call upon the functional head of placement cell, Akshita Chaudhary.
Thank you, Anushri, for introducing me, and hello, everyone. I'm Akshita Chaudhary, the functional head of the placement cell and a third-year student at SCMS. I would be happy to address some common questions related to placements at SCMS. I would like to start by saying that we all are delighted to see your enthusiasm and interest in knowing SCMS Pune. As a third-year student myself, I understand placements are one of the most important things you consider while choosing your ideal college. Students are generally curious about placement statistics and recruiters that come to the campus. And I'm very proud to share that SCMS Pune has had an outstanding placement record over the years. The college has a dedicated placement cell which works round the clock to offer the best industry exposure and opportunities to our young managers. Our students get placement opportunities across various industries, including consulting, BFSI, technology, marketing, logistics, and several others. This year, we set new standards of placements despite the uncertainty brought by the pandemic. We saw an influx of several new and regular recruiters, including MNCs as well as unicorn startups. The highest domestic package in the year 2020-21 stood at around 10 lakhs per annum with Zomato, and highest international package at the campus stood at 12 lakhs per annum with MGH. We have strong corporate relations with top recruiters. It's not possible to mention them all, but to name a few, we have KPMG, PwC, Accenture, Deloitte, Barclays, Credit Suisse, and other reputed companies. Our placement highlights, in fact, were also covered by several media outlets across the nation. I take extreme pride in the fact that rising above all challenges, we gave our students a good career start this year. I hope I gave you a clearer picture of placements in SCMS Pune. Moving on, another thing students hold very important is practical and industry-oriented learning opportunities, and SCMS has plenty of them. The college constantly strives to bridge the gap between our comprehensive BBA curriculum and the industry requirement. Our students get hands-on learning experience with more than 25 workshops and guest lectures conducted by industry leaders every year. Some of our key workshops, if I am to name, include KPMG Six Sigma Green Belt training and Excel training. This year, we have had C-suite executives as international speakers from companies like Z Entertainment Media, Das Media Group, Adani Group, India Today, and many more. We also have a dedicated internship and career development cell, which brings relevant training and internship opportunities on board for our students. In the year 2021-22 itself, our students were provided more than 150 domestic and international internship opportunities in countries like Singapore and Mauritius. Finally, to make our students ready for placements, we also conduct pre-placement training sessions. It includes group discussion, personal interview, CV building, and aptitude training to further give your career a good start. On the final note, I take pride in sharing that SCMS Pune was also awarded the prestigious Indo-Canadian Guest Lecture Series grant this year. Under the grant, we conducted an international lecture series on sustainable business practices. It was delivered by prominent speakers from around the world and was attended by more than 800 people. It shows that training opportunities at SCMS Pune are ample, and there's more that you can gain from here. Back to you, Anushri.
Thank you, Akshita, for this detailed information. I am sure all of you are very excited and happy after this update about our placements and the other related activities. You can get more information about placements on our website and Facebook page. On the official website, you will also find the entire timeline for the registration and fee payment process to go for SCMS Pune. Kindly ensure to keep a check on that, and do not forget to visit our social media pages for more information. All links are available in the chat box. Symbiosis is not only a place to study and explore career opportunities, but a place where we as human beings grow in the truest sense, where values and ethics are nurtured and students are trained to be a social and a globally responsible citizen. We are elated to have had our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for the commemoration of Golden Jubilee celebrations of SIU and inaugural of Arogyadham. Hope you enjoyed a glimpse of this celebration. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, the motto of Symbiosis. SCMS is the perfect example of living up to this motto, as we have students not only from different states of India, but also from more than 20 countries across the world. Internationalization and diversity at SCMS is not just a line or statement, but it is the way of life at SCMS. May I request the international student representatives, Srishti and Suprabal, to kindly shed more light on this.
Greetings, everyone. I am Suprabal Pandey. I am a third-year student from Nepal, and I'm also the international representative for foreign nationals for this academic year.
Hi, my name is Srishti Chung. I am international representative for NRI students from the United Arab Emirates.
And we are here to talk about the internationalization of the SCMS campus. In line with the SIU mission of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one of the primary goals at SCMS is to make the students responsible global citizens.
The internationalization of the SCMS campus is in the form of full-time international students, semester exchange students from foreign universities, SCMS students going to foreign universities, and also through various initiatives on campus such as workshops, certificate programs, and guest lectures. Our diverse campus welcomes a number of international students, including foreign nationals, NRIs, OCIs, and exchange students.
In SCMS, the fourth semester has been identified as the Global Immersion Program, or shortly GIP. During the GIP semester, SCMS students have the freedom to complete any 12 credits of their choice at a partner university of SIU across the globe, and SCMS will let them transfer those credits.
SCMS welcomes international exchange students to take up 2 terms at the campus. This program offers a better perspective of the Indian economy, culture, and society. SCMS has played as a host to students from countries such as France, Germany, Japan, etc. Here on the slide, you can see some students attending our university for their global exchange program.
Now, talking about one of the most important international activities that go on here at SCMS is the Collaborative Online International Learning Program, or for short, COIL. So, what is COIL? It is an opportunity given to students to collaborate with other students from foreign universities. Students may not always be able to travel abroad, but through COIL, sitting in our country, students can still learn from foreign faculty and collaborate with foreign students by leveraging information and communication technology.
SCMS Pune started with a collaboration with Bridge Valley University, USA for the courses of Principles of Microeconomics and Macroeconomic Theory. We diversified further and collaborated with FATEC Sao Paulo University, Brazil for the courses of Organizational Behavior and Management Accounting. We have now entered our 6th edition of COIL this semester for the courses of Fundamentals of Marketing, Human Resource Management, and Business Accounting. Students have shared a very good feedback and have truly appreciated COIL. So if you look at the slides, there are a few pictures from our COIL sessions. This slide depicts a meeting with faculty and students.
And this slide is during the Diwali celebrations, where students from our college and the students from our partner college in Brazil were interacted during Diwali. We also have the international cell at SCMS Pune, which is a student-driven cell that strives to ensure its international students have a pleasant learning experience. It also serves as a platform for local and foreign students to bridge the gap between their cultures. That's all from our. Over to you, Anush.
Thank you, Srishti and Suprabal. Students, you will surely enjoy your journey here at SCMS with peers from various parts of the world. It is a much required attribute in today's era. However, to be a part of this global community, you will have to register and pay the fees for SCMS Pune before the deadline, that is 3rd of July 2022. SCMS Pune is known for its lively environment and ample opportunities, which includes vibrant student activities and extracurriculars. To give you a peek into the same, let me now call upon the Student Council of SCMS Pune.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Anushri. I am Seshisai, General Representative here at SCMS Pune. So, talking about the Student Council, it comprises of 10 elected students from the 3rd year. The various positions overlook activities ranging from academics and cultural fests, sports, alumni international activities, and many more. We at SCMS pride ourselves in boasting a vibrant and lively student culture. We have over 10 clubs, 3 boards, 4 cells, and 2 committees, which are entirely student run. We believe that we provide an explorative and stable platform for students to explore their interests and to pursue and hone their skills. So we have a few slides ready for you to give you a better visual appeal as to what we offer here at SCMS Pune. So can we please have the next slide? So this is the student council, the 10-member body that I was talking about. A very nice feature about this is it's a very democratically elected student council, something that is very rarely seen in private colleges in our country. Students, faculty, administration, and all vote, and finally these team of students are made. Moving on. So here are a few pics of all the activities that happen in our college. We have proms, we have dance festivals, we have cultural events, we have festive events, and we have so many things. We always have a guest lecture, a workshop, an event, a debate, or something or the other always going on around the campus. So there's always something going on where students can learn, explore, and build their personality. Can we please have the next slide? Here are a few of the logos of the clubs, sports, and cells that I was talking about. We have Monitrix, which is a finance club. We have the Academy, a film appreciation club. We have a debating club, a dramatics club, a music club, an entrepreneurship club. We have an investment board, a management consulting board, and we have basically anything and everything that your interest lies in. We're very inclusive in that way. So wherever your interest lies in, we always have a group of students where you can get together and form some ideas or work on it or so on and so forth. So that's basically about what the student activities here are at SCMS. Thank you, Anushri. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sesha, for shedding light on cultural activities on behalf of the entire Student Council. Students, now that you've understood about student activities at SCMS, let us have a look at another aspect of student activities here through our mega festival, Simpulse, which is one of the biggest student festivals in the country. I would like to invite Dr. Sabiha, Faculty Head Simpulse, to give a brief overview of the same.
Thank you so much, Anushri. A warm welcome to all of you once again. As we understood so far that we at SCMS ensure that our students get a holistic and all-round development, not only in academics, but a blend of academics, extra and co-curricular activities. Speaking of Simpulse, yes, it is the largest and one of the most popular student fests of our country. It has a strong organizing committee of over 500 students who prepare for a period of over 6 months. And this culminates into what we call a mega fest. It has about 55 events. It's spread around 5 days. And it has events ranging from, you name it and you have it. It's like dance, drama, business fest, quizzes, sports, cultural events, money, that's, the quizzing, and much, much more. All this is under 5 wings and 18 departments with a huge budget. And believe me, students right from its inception till its closure take charge of it under the faculty mentorship and of course through the college. So through Simpulse, as you may see, students learn the practical aspects of what they study in the classrooms. And they ensure that all that's done in theory is converted into practice, be it human resource management or marketing or even entrepreneurship and much more. So the management skills are honed in our students right from the classroom up till a fest like Simpulse. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and over to you, Anushri.
Thank you, Dr. Sabiha. Students, to give you a glimpse of what Dr. Sabiha just said about extracurricular activities at SCMS, let us have a small video on the same. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm sure you must be very eager to be a part of this 365 days lively place called SCMS. And to be a part of this, do ensure that you also register and pay for SCMS Pune, since paying for SET alone will not make you eligible to seek admission at SCMS Pune. The last date to do so is the 3rd of July 2022. Sports is an integral part of students' lives. At SCMS, we believe in the motto health is wealth, and a number of sports facilities are provided. To throw more light on this, I would like to invite our Associate Sports Representative, Syed Arsh.
Thank you, Anushri. Good afternoon, everyone present here. My name is Syed Arsh, and I am the Associate Sports Representative for this academic year. So, as a sports person, I understand that you must think about what are the opportunities that you can avail at SCMS Pune. Well, here we take part in inter-college events for different sports like football, cricket, basketball, tennis, swimming, badminton, you name it, we have it all, and many more things. The best players who outshine in these events are then selected to represent SIU at all India levels, while also taking part in various fests. Can we have the next slide, please? And to your surprise, being an undergrad college, SCMS Pune has a sports committee which is completely run by students who handle, manage, and execute all sporting activities all by themselves under the guidance of a faculty in charge. And trust me, I've been a part of this committee for 2 years now, and there is no place I'd rather be if I have to hone my skills in conducting sports events as well as playing it. Okay, so now as a player, you must think about what does Symbiosis Center of Management Studies provide when it comes to sports. Can you please have the next slide? SIU conducts 13 inter-college sporting events, and we take part in almost every sport every year. In terms of training, we are trained under professional in summer camps to represent SIU at all India levels. For practice, selection, and training purposes, we have a football field, a basketball court, a volleyball court, and a table tennis hall on our campus. Our sister colleges provide further world-class facilities which can be accessed by you using your SCMS Pune ID card. For more detailed insights on sports at SCMS Pune, you can visit our Instagram page at @sportscom.scms. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Anushri.
Thank you, Arsh, for giving this detailed, elaborative information about sports at SCMS Pune. SCMS Pune is extremely proud of its strong alumni network and the way our students have transitioned into successful leaders and yet socially responsible citizens in the society. To let you know more about this, let me call upon the alumni representative, Amrita Singh.
A very good afternoon to everybody. I'm Amrita Singh, your alumni representative for the current academic year. At SCMS Pune, we have a strong network with the alumni, and to maintain this, we have the student-run body, the Alumni Cell, that has always thrived to establish a close-knit network with the alumni. Multiple events and meets lay the foundation of building it. AMA, Ask Me Anything sessions, are the regular means of giving the students the opportunity to interact and gain valuable insights from the alumni. They share their journey and what enabled them to stand out from the crowd. The newsletter equips the students with the whereabouts of the alumni, and finally, Alumni Meet, the flagship event that brings together the alumni on our campus. Not now talking about how our students benefit from this network. Alumni Cell helps the students to stay connected, maintain a productive and mutual relation with our alumni using all available offline and online means. We provide assistance to build a bridge of communication for the alumni to interact and connect with the students to mentor them about career and life. Along with that, we guide in creating a professional network between the alumni and the students. Now, moving on to the next slide, our alumni have glorified in various respective fields. And to mention a few of our notable alumni, I start with Ms. Hanisha Lalwani of batch 2004-7, who's always been an outstanding spokesperson, communicator, and a public speaker, and received the Dave Robinson Award for Outstanding Young Communicator of the Year by Middle East Public Relations Association. Then we have Mr. Harinder Singh Philia of the batch 2008-11, who was appointed as the marketing manager of Micromax. He's built one of India's most iconic and inclusive homegrown brands, and recently he was appointed as the marketing head at Diesel India. Then we have Mr. Divit Shah, again of the batch 2008-11, who participated and led India's charge in 7th and 8th Asia Paracycling Championship in Myanmar and Uzbekistan and secured a silver medal in both for India. Moving on to the next slide, we have Mr. Sagar Papneja of the batch 2009-12, who's leading an NGO called Pathshala, which has been working for the education of underprivileged kids from 2008. He also led a COVID-19 health program for 2 months, raised 10 lakh to create 2,000 plus COVID care kits and distributed them among rural Gujarat. Then we have Mr. Chirag Goyal of the batch 2009-12, who was elected as the Vice President of Nepal's Young Entrepreneurs Forum in 2020, and in 2021, he was decorated with Janna Seva Shri Award, which is one of the highest civilian awards in Nepal. And last but not the least, we have Mr. Abhinav Motiwal of the batch 2016-19, who is currently the Vice President of Humanity Foundation of India. He's been an associate consultant at KPMG as well as analyst at PwC. Thank you so much. Over to you, Anushri.
Thank you, Amrita. We at SCMS definitely believe in strengthening and maintaining relations with our students. Hence, we are very much connected with our alumni. Do visit our SCMS LinkedIn page where our alumni actively post, and don't forget to register and pay for SCMS Pune. And now we have the most awaited part of the session. What type of questions does the SET general exam have? Where can you give this exam? What are the marks, etc., etc.? Let us have the most common queries related to SET answered today. May I request Professor Sonika to kindly address them?
Thank you very much, Anushri. And I'm Sonika Rotela, and I know all of you will be very much excited to be part of SCMS Pune. However, as Anushri is saying again and again, in order to be part of SCMS Pune, you need to ensure that you complete the application process. For that, you need to register and pay for SCMS Pune in addition to the SET registration and fees. And in case you fail to do so, you will not be eligible for taking admission at SCMS Pune. So please do register and pay for both. That is SET as well as SCMS Pune. And yes, coming to the point of pattern of SET exams, and I know a lot of you may be very much curious to know about this. The SET exam has 4 sections. Section 1 is English. Section 2 is quantitative. Section 3 has questions which are related to, general awareness, which is followed by Section 4, which is about analytical and logical reasoning. And in addition to this, there will be a WAT or a writing ability test, which will be conducted by SCMS Pune. And at this point, a lot of students may want to come to Symbiosis and, clear their SET exams, clear their WAT, and may be curious to know what is the mantra to succeed. And I would only say there is only one mantra, and that is practice, practice, and practice. Can we have another slide, please? Okay, so also I would request all of you to just note down some of the important dates for SET exams, and you may be aware that SET examination registration has already begun from 25th of January, and most of you have already registered for the same. If not, please do register as soon as possible. You can find the link in the chat box. SAT exam registration and payment will close on 8th of June. And your admit card will be live by 15th of June. For applying to SCMS Pune, the payment gateway closes on July 3rd. The date of SET exam results is 5th of July, and the list of shortlisted candidates will be published by 12th of July. The writing ability test, which will be conducted by SCM, as I already told you, is 18th and 19th of July. The personal interaction dates for SCMS Pune is July 25th to 2nd August. And the merit list will be published by August 8th. I hope that we all have answered most of your queries and have touched upon various aspects related to life at SCMS Pune. And we look forward to see you all in our campus. And thank you so much. Over to you, Anushri. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sonika, for this information. To know everything about SET General and to keep yourself updated, please visit the SET website, www.settest.org. With this, we come to an end to the SET webinar today. I hope you have received an extremely detailed and cohesive view of academics, sports, extracurriculars, and all the unique opportunities available at this wonderful community called SCMS Pune. Do not forget to register for SCMS Pune before the 3rd of July and to keep yourself updated with all information about SET through our official website of SCMS Pune. I would like to thank all the faculty members and the student council members for joining us today in addressing students' queries and giving them a glimpse of life at SCMS Pune. I am sure the students are very excited to be here. And believe me, we are even more excited to welcome you soon. Our heartfelt gratitude to our beloved director, Dr. Adya Sharma, for her constant support and guidance in all our endeavors. Last but not the least, thank you, dear audience, for being here and witnessing the webinar today. Have a great day, stay safe, and goodbye, everyone.